So we'll let this run for a few days, 10 days or so, and then I'll start heading to the pet store and getting the fish. If time-lapse was a book. Okay, so I'm really happy with how the new library came out. In my original video, the end of year tour, I talked about how my library is getting smaller, and this is the final product. On the left here are fiction books, on the right are nonfiction, as you can see by the labels. And I have an easel on each side, which will be kind of like the featured book of the week or month. Here is the Lexile chart. So I eventually plan to eventually color code my books by Lexile level.
72 hours later.
All right, everybody, I think the classroom is finished. So let's check it out. Okay, so coming in, we have the student center here on the left. You guys can see how that was changed a little bit. Same boxes up there, or sorry, same bins are up there, all labeled with different topics, organized by different topics and events. We have here some little things that the kids may need. Get yourself some of these. These are colored pencil sharpeners. Great. We have our paper station here. General supplies. Some privacy boards. I put tape at the bottom because sometimes the flaps will move and make a squeaky noise. These will be the student mailboxes. Names will be going on later. This cabinet you guys saw before, an extra storage of extra bins. Basically, these are the old bins that were replaced with these new ones. Down here, paper station, more paper. Down here, storage of extra containers, organizers. Stationery, paper cutter, laminator, science supplies, math manipulatives, and here. All right, moving on to the corner. Student work will be hung up here. Art supplies are in there. And here's kind of our little zoo, if you will. The fish are in. We have some platies, 3 platies, and 2 tetras. And we have 2 tetras hanging out in there. We have our anoles in here. There are 3 of them. If you look closely, there's 1 right there. And then 1 right above it up there. And there's a 3rd one somewhere in here. They're pretty tricky to find. They haven't eaten their food. There's still some crickets in there. But I'm sure they'll get around to it. So that's that. This is cool. This is kind of like a decomposing station where you can see certain things decompose. Here's paper, so we can see over time how long that'll take. Here's actually an apple core and bananas. And here's plastic. So we'll kind of see over time, over the course of the school year, some of these will be decomposing faster than others. And in here's where the crickets are housed. For the anoles, so they can eat. And that yellow thing it's sucking on is like a thirst quencher for the crickets. It's where they get their water. This table here is kind of all the stuff we need for the animals in the classroom. spray bottle, food, all that. Here is some more dirt in case I need more dirt. This bulletin board here is divided into 3 sections. We have social studies and technology section. I can add in here my email. Science section, science stuff will go up there. Let's move to my desk area, desk corner. All right, so you can see my setup here. I have everything I need ready to go. Stand-up desk with a high chair, so I can just sit in the high chair still. And I'm looking outwards, and to my left is the Promethean board, easy to go. This table here is where I'll keep all the supplies I need for the day to hand out. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Dual monitors, I'm gonna keep that. And behind this is gonna go the schedule, the daily schedule. I'll write that right there. And the weekly schedule will go up there. Okay, so this section here is the math section. We have some anchor charts up there. And I'll put some more math stuff here. Number line there is super long. I think it would fit the entire classroom, but I wasn't gonna move things around. So I stacked it, and I actually like it that way because it's easy to see patterns with numbers, so I like that. We have our sentence frames above the Promethean board. And here are the, here's the alphabet set of posters, which I really like. It's in cursive and print. Very clean, very simple. All right, so that is this side of the classroom. We have here the classroom library. In the corner here, we have the writing section. Here is the reading section. I'm gonna be putting up things for the reading. Here we have the nonfiction text feature posters and the fiction ones. And you guys will notice here that this half here is just nonfiction, this is fiction. That's the size of the library, okay? Coming to this side of the classroom, here's another kind of paper organizer. Kids turn in work here in this turn in bin. This is for me to file things into kids' mailbox. Any volunteers that I have in the classroom, just look in there for work I put in there that they can do. And these are just extra papers if students need. In here are just other supplies. This is where I keep extra posters and bulletin board borders that I'm not using. So the students will be keeping their textbooks here in these bins. I'll be putting their names in here after this video is done. They don't have any sort of cubby inside of their desk. Just our tabletops and chairs, and then there's the little pouch here for smaller things there. So that's kind of how the chairs and desks are set up. And they'll be keeping their textbooks over there. These are just more curriculum books, student workbooks, and extra papers. And here is extra cardstock that I could not fit in this cardstock drawer, which came out nice too. That's where all the cardstock is. And over here, this is a charging cart where our students will charge the Chromebooks. Lunch bin goes here, probably won't stay there. Trash, tissues, and hand sanitizer. And that's about it. I hope you guys like how it turned out. Of course, we know that things will change once we see it in action, once the students get here. Might make some little changes here and there, but I'll definitely make a video a couple weeks into school to show you guys more work that has gone up or things that I've moved around. But that is all for now.